Center, but not outside Pepsi Center because it's cold out there. And this is the Burgundy Rainbow post-game show for Sunday, March 4th, 2018. The Colorado Avalanche welcoming in the Nashville Predators to Pepsi Center to close out their 4-game homestand. Let's go ahead and get right to it. So the Nashville Predators took control of the first half of the first period and were able to get an early goal courtesy of Austin Watson. And things weren't looking too good for the Avs at that point because Nashville was doing an excellent job at controlling the play. But it wasn't until a Nikita Zadorov penalty that the Avs started to turn things around in the first period. After the penalty kill expired, Carl Soderberg was able to outwork a bunch of Predators around him, retrieve the puck, and feed a breaking Zadorov, who beat Pekka Rinne for his 6th goal of the season, just with over 7 minutes left to play in the first period, and the Avs would head to the locker room tied with the Preds at 1 goal apiece. In the second period, the Predators would retake their lead. Kyle Turris would score on the power play, and that would be the only goal of the second period. Avs would trail 2-1 heading into the third. But for the most part, the second period was pretty evenly split between both the Avs and the Preds. Both had some good chances on offense and on defense. Both played a pretty solid game. So that set the stage for a pretty important third period. And sometimes you need skill, sometimes you need luck, and sometimes you need a little bit of both. And in this case, the Avs were able to break in on an odd man rush into the Nashville end. Matt Nieto gets a shot on goal, and with a little bit of an inadvertent help from Kevin Fiala, the puck would wind up behind Pekka Rinne, and the Avs would wind up tying the score at 2 apiece. The goal was unassisted. And then, about 10 minutes later, the Avs would strike on the power play. Mikko Rantanen, on a beautiful cross-ice pass from Nathan MacKinnon, would score to put the Avs ahead by a score of 3-2. Tyson Barrie got the other assist on the play. And it looked as though the Avs would have the opportunity to completely sweep the 4-game homestand. Nashville, unfortunately, had other ideas. With Rinne on the bench and the Avs appearing to be in full-out turtle mode, Ryan Ellis would score to tie the game at 3 goals. And to overtime we would go, which didn't last very long because Philip Forsberg would score the game-winning goal on a break, beating Semyon Varlamov 5-hole. Final score, Nashville 4, Avalanche 3. The Avs did claim 7 out of a possible 8 points on this 4-game homestand, which is absolutely remarkable. The point that they did get tonight was likewise big due to the tight race in the wild card right now. Unfortunately, the Anaheim Ducks did defeat the Chicago Blackhawks today by a score of 6-3. So even though the Avs did get that 1 point, the gap did increase in the margin to get to the wild card. Because right now, as looking at the standings, right now the Avs are in the wild card with 76 points. They are in a points tie with the Ducks at 76 apiece. They have both played 65 games, so the differential, if I'm reading this right, is row, regulation or overtime wins. Right now, the Avs have the tiebreaker on that, 34 row compared to 28 for Anaheim. The Avs don't have a lot of breathing room behind them because St. Louis is 1 point behind the Avs, and Calgary is 3 points behind the Avs right now. So, as nice as it was to get the 1 point, they definitely needed to get the second point in this game. However, this was a bit of a statement game for the Avs and the youngest squad in the league. They were able to hang with the Preds for the most part during this game. It was only just how they ended up losing the game, which shows the difference between losing the game and then winning the game. The Avs were unable to successfully close out their game against the Preds, who of course are leading the division right now, and the Preds showed exactly why they're leading the division right now, because they have that ability to close games out. So even though the loss stings a bit, it's a lesson that the Avs need to learn if they want to be in consideration for with the likes of the Nashvilles and the Winnipegs in the division. These are lessons that this team needs to be learning. Some lessons are learned the hard way, and this is going to be one of those lessons. So, a bitter pill for the Avs to swallow today, but they do take 7 of 8 points on the homestand. So, it's good to see that they were able to maintain and sneak into the wild card position for the time being. So, hopefully they'll be able to stay there as they head on to a 2-game road trip. On Tuesday night, they will be in Chicago to face the Chicago Blackhawks. That is a 6:30 p.m. local start. And Thursday, they will be in Columbus to take on the Blue Jackets on Thursday, a 5 p.m. local start here in Denver. So that's going to go ahead and wrap things up. Unfortunately, a bitter outcome tonight at Pepsi Center, but again, 7 of 8 points and a huge point today in overtime. The Avs are in the wild card as we speak, so not so bad. We'll see how things turn out in Chicago. So I'm going to go ahead and close things out for today. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I am Vlad. This has been the Burgundy Rainbow postgame show. For a continuing conversation on the Colorado Avalanche, head to burgundyrainbow.com, go to the Burgundy Rainbow Discord, and head to the GTT channel. And stay tuned to burgundyrainbow.com for continuing coverage and conversation on the Colorado Avalanche. I am Vlad. Thank you for watching, and until next time, let's go Avs.